Hello Virgo, and welcome to your blessings reading. Remember that this reading does not necessarily have any specific date on it. Whenever this message finds you, and whenever you find this message, then this reading will be for you at this given time. And I have partnered with a new psychic website, Purple Garden, so that you can receive a free $10 credit on your first reading. I am not the one doing the readings on Purple Garden, but you can choose any psychic of your choice and enjoy your free $10 credit. You can find my special link to Purple Garden down in the description box below. You are starting this week with the dominant energy of the drumroll, the Lovers reverse. There is some kind of disconnect, at least that you feel there is a disconnect. It doesn't have to be with just a lover. For some of you guys, it could be a lover, a friend, a family member. You feel like there is an emotional disconnect or a passionate disconnect, okay? There's kind of like the energy where there is no chemistry, there is no bonding right now. There is no togetherness. Maybe right now there's a lack of intimacy, okay? A lot of people are still together, okay, in relationships when there's no more spark, there's no more intimacy. For some, that is some of you guys. For others, it could also be a job that you don't really feel drawn to anymore. Perhaps you've outgrown that kind of like job or that, boss or that coworker or whatever it is. There's a connection here, something here that you were connected to at once that right now you're not really feeling all that passionate about, okay? Now, here with the Lovers reversed, it could be the sign of Gemini. For some, does not have to be. But let's go ahead and take a look at this other deck, okay? And this other deck will basically tell you what general energy is surrounding this entire reading. So let's see what general energy is surrounding this entire reading as influence. It's an influential type of energy, okay? So you do have here the number 59, synchronicity. Somebody else got this one. I believe it was Capricorn that got synchronicity. You might be dealing with a Capricorn. Doesn't have to be, but just like I told Capricorn, it's kind of like, I'll give you a different example than I gave them. Let's say you wake up in the morning, and you wake up at the same time every day. And so you make coffee every day, but this time you're like, you know what, I'm running late. I would rather, instead of make my coffee, I'll just buy one. I'll go to Starbucks, I'll go to Coffee Bean, whatever. I'll buy one at the cafe around the corner from where I work, okay? So synchronicity, right? You do something a little bit different and you come across a person that you were meant to come across, okay? It's almost as if it's destiny. You were destined to meet that person. You were destined to have that experience. There is a synchronistic experience that's about to happen for you. It could also be the energy where you thought you weren't going to manifest something because it went the wrong direction. You thought the whole time, you're like, my gosh, this didn't work out for me. I can't believe I spent all this work. I spent all this money, all this time, all this effort. And then all of a sudden, your manifestation is sitting right in front of you. You're like, how in the world did this happen? I mean, it literally went the other way from what I planned it. So that is synchronicity, okay? There's something here that is about to happen in the form of a catalytic event that is leading to a synchronicity that is meant to be in your life, okay? So that is a very important energy surrounding your entire week, surrounding your entire reading. You also have here, let's start your reading with the Knight of Pentacles. You also have here the Six of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles reverse, the Two of Pentacles reverse, as well as the Four of Wands, okay, reversed. You also have here the Ten of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles. I'm seeing a lot of pentacles, so there's a lot of money involved here. The Knight of Cups reverse, the Strength reverse, and the Page of Cups reversed at the bottom of the deck. You have here the Eight of Cups reverse. Somebody here cannot move away from the situation on an emotional level. Yeah, maybe it's not working, physically. Like I've already mentioned, there's an example where you live with a person for a very long time, but there's no connection. You don't really talk anymore. I mean, can you imagine living together for so long and you don't even talk to that person anymore? I mean, it's just kind of like you pass by them in the kitchen, you pass by them, in the living room, you don't say a word. I'm just giving you an example. It could be work related, family related, friend related, but there's something here that you are still emotionally attached to. There's still an emotional attachment, whether them towards you, you towards them. This reading, remember, these readings can be in the reverse because it's a general reading. So a lot of people watching this reading because they want to find out more about their person. That's why I take it as it resonates. But Since this is your reading, I'm saying that this is you, okay? But again, take it as it resonates. Somebody here has an emotional attachment. They cannot possibly move on an emotional level. The reason why that's happening, look at this underneath, is the Tower reversed. They're trying to avoid catastrophe. It's kind of like, I'll give you another example, like you live with your parents, a young person, maybe not that young anymore, maybe 22 years old, they're still living with their parents, which there's nothing wrong about that, because let's say they're saving their money. They are saving their money because they want to buy a house, and so they're living with their parents because their parents either don't charge them rent or, they charge them very little rent. They let them stay in the basement, in a small room, whatever, okay? And so this person is not happy there. He's not happy there. She's not happy there. They're not comfortable living there. They cannot bring their friends over. They cannot date anybody, right? Because they don't want, their parents to know that they're dating 10 different people or one particular person that maybe their parents are not going to approve of, that sort of thing. And so they're not happy, but they keep avoiding confrontation. They keep avoiding that lesson, okay, that they need to learn because they don't want to deal with the responsibility that comes from, from confronting the situation. So here with the Tower in the reverse, there is something here that someone is trying to avoid. And so they keep themselves stuck in this situation where another example could be, you're stuck in a relationship that there's no more love, there's no more intimacy, there's no more connection, deep connection, but you're still there for the kids, or you're still there because you've been with that person for a long time and you're like, well, who's going to love me now? It's so interesting when they say, well, who's going to love me now? What do you mean? Who's going to love you now? Do you understand how many people there are in the world? There are so many, okay? So there's just that kind of mentality there. Something is keeping you stuck in this connection that is no longer working. Lovers in reverse, okay? Now here with the Knight of Pentacles, it's very interesting because the Knight of Pentacles is a very methodical person. So maybe you're just kind of planning your way out. Maybe you're planning your way forward, but it's very strategic. Maybe, yes, you know what you're doing. When I see this Knight of Pentacles, I know for a fact that you're doing the right thing. Why am I saying that? Because you are a planner. You don't give up, but also you don't rush the process. It's kind of like the turtle race against, I think it was the rat. I mean, you guys know the story better than I do. I gave the story in another reading. But, who wins the race? The turtle wins the race. Why? Because the turtle knows themselves. The turtle knows that steady movement forward is going to get them to their goal, right? They're not rushed, they're not distracted, they're not in competition with anybody but themselves. And so therefore the turtle wins the race. So even if you're slowly planning, this achievement, this goal, you're getting there. It's not like you're not getting there. You are. It's just that it's a slow moving energy, okay? And if this is a situation that you're dealing with a situation or a person who is a planner, who's an analyzer, who they like to make sure that all of their ducks are lined up in a row before they take action. You're dealing with a person who's very detail oriented, okay? Now, here in your challenge position, I do also see the Six of Swords. So it's going to be challenging for you to move. It's kind of like that there's no more spark, that there's no more joy, but it's hard for you to move away. It's hard for you to move out of your parents' house. It's hard for you to move out of that environment with that from that relationship. It's going to be a little bit challenging for you to actually make that move, okay? But it can be done if you plan it, if you strategize, if you, build something here for yourself. You're going to be able to move directions. This is all about you transitioning, okay? It's not easy to adapt to changes because you're very fixed in your ways, okay? You're a very fixed sign. You like things to go a certain way. You get used to, you get accustomed to certain things, to certain habits, and also you get kind of attached to a certain way of life, okay? And, that's the good part about that is that you have stability. You can offer stability. But then also the detriment about that is that whenever the universe asks for change, it's kind of like, oh my God, I have to start from scratch again, because this is how you work, right? You are a planner. You're not just like impulsively going to make a move. So again, slowly but surely, but you will get there. Now, here with the Seven of Pentacles reverse, I do see that what you desire is no more waiting. You're like, you know what? I feel like you're going to give up. You're just going to be like, you know what? I'm done with this. Okay. Maybe right now you're like, no, I have staying energy. I have staying energy. I can take it a little bit longer. I can be here a little bit more. But you know, I do sense that your desire is going to take over. There's this energy here where you no longer want to continue waiting in a situation, in a connection, in a relationship, whatever this is that is not giving anything to you. It's not birthing passion. It's not birthing desire. It's not birthing any meaning anymore. Now here with the Two of Pentacles reversed, this is the root of the issue. The root of the issue is the fact that you still are weighing out the pros, the cons, the pros, the cons, the pluses, the minuses, okay? You're still trying to figure out, should I go left or should I go right? Should I do this or should I do that? That is the root of the issue. No more analyzing, no more thinking too much about this. It's about taking action and making a decision once and for all, okay? Now, also here in the recent past, I see that there is a disconnect. Again, there's no more stability in this connection. Yes, there once was. Maybe there was a marriage, there was a commitment, maybe it was a job that you really liked, okay? Maybe it was a project that you were involved in. It could be a friendship. Whatever this is, there was stability at one point. But right now, in the recent past, I feel like this has been for a while happening. It's like there's no more spark, there's no more stability, there's no more joy there. There's no more sense of community, okay? And so this is coming from the recent past. This is not something new that's just barely happening. I feel like you've been putting up with this for quite a while. Now, I do see coming towards you good news. This is your opportunity. You have the opportunity to build what you really want, to build that stable connection that you want. Finances will be in order, okay? Abundance will be in order. You have that energy to manifest, to attract this beautiful connection into your life that is full of abundance. It's full of stability. Maybe right now you're like, I want more money. I want to make more money. I want to meet a person who is stable in their own, money world or whatever it is. Okay. Maybe right now you're with the opposite type of person and you want, that stability, whatever this is, or maybe you want stability for yourself. You are able to create your own empire. This is your opportunity, but you've got to understand that you have to do what you are afraid of doing, okay? So again, it is coming towards you as an opportunity to build abundance. A lot of money is coming your way. And also, it could also be marriage, okay? Maybe coming into a marriage, whether you're meeting a brand new person or whether you are, involved with a person or you're going to get involved with the person who is going to bring you that level of stability. And also you have here the Five of Pentacles in your subconscious. There's something here, this kind of energy of being afraid to be left out in the cold. A lot of times, I get it, I understand, sometimes it's not easy for people to make these big moves, these big changes, especially nowadays. The world is changing every single minute of the day, right? There's always something new, always something new. You're like, my God, when is this ever going to stabilize? It looks like now the one who has to find stability and peace within is ourselves, right? And so this is telling you with the Five of Pentacles, okay? In your subconsciousness, there's something here that maybe is sabotaging this situation because somebody here feels neglected. Somebody here feels pushed away, pushed to the side. It could also be childhood issues, childhood wounds, or of being afraid of rejection, being afraid of being left out in the cold. It could also be the fact that maybe you don't feel financially stable yet to make that move. For example, the example that I gave, a teenager or a younger person living with their parents, maybe they are able to make the move to move out of their parents' home, but then they're like, well, wait a minute. What if something happens tomorrow, right? What if the world flips over and, where are they going to go, right? So there's that energy where I feel very strongly that it comes from fear, okay? There's some kind of fear here that is playing a part in as to why you're not doing what you kind of know intuitively you're supposed to be doing. Now here with the Knight of Cups reverse as well, this is how other people see you or how this person sees you. This Knight of Cups reverse, they see you as emotionally withdrawn. They want more of your love. They want more of your time. They want more of your attention, okay? Again, it could be vice versa, you towards them towards you, but this is how one person sees the other. This person right now, I do sense that there is one individual. I feel like the reason why you are a little bit detached is because this person says they're going to do something and they don't do it. They do the opposite. They make promises. Oh, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And then they don't really deliver, or they change their mind, that sort of thing. For some of you, you might have been dealing with, or you might be dealing with a charmer, okay? That sort of thing. Whether you're the charmer, they see you as a charmer, or this is the other person. But it's that energy of, okay, I don't see this person kind of giving of their emotions to me. Okay, because why? Because, well, you have your whys. For one, maybe you've already been there. You're like, well, I already know that that person is not worth my time. They're not worth me investing in them emotionally. Who knows? Maybe that's you. Strength in reverse, also your action advice. Tap into your power. This is all about you realizing that you have more power of influence than you are giving yourself credit for. This is all about you having the confidence, the courage, the strength to do what you know you have to do. Okay, this is also Leo energy for some of you. Now, what is going to be the result? The Page of Cups. Here with the Page of Cups, if you want somebody here to come in with a gesture of love, I do feel strongly that this person is not ready to make this move. Okay, I do sense that you are dealing with a page, meaning there is this kind of energy of juvenile behavior, immaturity. Okay, this person has a little bit of a petty behavior. They kind of flip-flop around what they want to do with you. They want to take you to see the moon, the stars, the galaxy. But then when it comes to actually doing it, I don't know. They kind of don't really, have much of action to show. Okay. Now let's go ahead and go into your clarifying energies. What is this Lovers here? You do have here the Two of Wands, the Moon reverse, as well as the Three of Cups. Okay, so I do see that there is some kind of advisor that you need to seek out, whether it's counseling an advisor, or it could also be that you are counseling and or advising somebody. For another group of you guys, this Hierophant is also representing go with the flow. Don't go against it. Don't be rebellious. This is about going with the flow, and also commitment. For some of you guys, there is a higher level of commitment. There is a higher level of commitment that can be created, which we did see the Ten of Pentacles down here. That's your opportunity. You can create stability, you can create marriage, you can create joy, but you have to confront a current situation for what it is in order to create those changes. Okay, now you also have here, you're going to have to make a decision. Decision time, clock is ticking. Okay, you're going to have to make a decision between two things, between two people, between two ideas, whatever this is. The clock is ticking. Make a decision. Think long term. What's going to benefit you for long term? Not right here, right now, for long term. The next 10 years, the next 5 years, okay? So that's how you have to think about this. That's going to help you make your decision. The Moon reverse as well. It could be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. But I do see that if you did not see a clear path ahead, you're going to start seeing that clarity. Don't worry. You're going to start getting synchronicity, signs, signals, okay, that are going to lead you in the right direction. So I do sense strongly that this is going to lead to celebration, to community, to events, to you being invited to celebrations, gatherings, get together. So go out. If somebody here invites you out, say yes. As friends, maybe a date or something like that. You're going to meet new people. This is going to expand you forward, but you're going to have to make a decision. Once you make that decision, then your path is going to be clear for you, because as long as you sit in limbo, trying to figure out, should I do this, should I do that, then everything just stays at a standstill. So be aware of that energy, okay? Now let's go ahead and ask a yes or no question for you before we end your reading. All right, drum roll. You have here a yes, the King of Swords. You could be dealing with, or will be dealing with, an energy that is very practical, okay? They're very mentally clear, okay? They come across as just unemotional, no emotion. But underneath it all, I feel like there's more. There's more to it than they are showing, because underneath it all, they actually want commitment, okay? There's this huge pentacle. I don't know, but for some of you guys, you're getting married, okay? I'm just going to tell it like it is. Some of you guys are about to get married. If you don't know this, I'm telling you right now. For others, you're going to get in touch with financial abundance, a lot of money coming in your way, okay? This is a connection here of a person who's not showing all their true colors, but they might be very financially stable, okay? And or this individual might want commitment as well, okay? But they don't really show emotion. So be aware of that. People that don't show emotion doesn't mean that they don't have any emotion, okay? It's actually the opposite. The people who don't show any emotion, it's because, my goodness, they have an avalanche of emotion that if you open that door, you are just going to swim in their emotions, okay? And their watery emotions. So again, that's a definite yes, the King of Swords. I also see that you need to approach this week with your mental clarity, okay? It's not about being so emotional. It's not about, you're not that emotional, as we speak, as you know, whatever. But I do feel very strongly that it's going to benefit you. It's going to be to your benefit to be kind of very rational, is what I'm trying to say. Practical, rationality, that sort of thing. Okay. Now let's go ahead and see what the dice has here for you as messages. So you have here the number 8 as well as a sign of Aquarius. For some of you guys, it's all about tapping into your humanitarian spirit, as Aquarius is known a very humanitarian sign. So tap into your humanitarian spirit. It's all about giving, okay, learning, being around people, people being around you, that sort of thing. Also progressive, you know, changes. If you in your business, maybe you're like, why is this not working, or how can I make this better? It's all about progressive change. It's all about that energy of, okay, implementing new ideas, okay, new ideas, new concepts, that sort of thing, okay? Now, I also see the number 8 here. With the number 8, this is all about taking a break from the world. You know, maybe right now, it's part of your evolution for you to pay attention to those parts of you that you've been ignoring. So pay attention to those parts of you that maybe you don't want to pay attention to right now because you're like, no, going into my emotions is so draining. You're going to have to go there in order to make these changes, okay? All right, so to finalize your reading, let's go ahead and get a guidance and angel message for you. One guidance and angel message for you. We're going to let that one go. So you have your 1-2-1-2. Stay focused on your best possibilities. If you see 12-12 on the clock, that is just confirmation for you, okay? So 12-12, stay focused on your best possible future and remain optimistic throughout the entire journey. Your angels are right behind you as you turn your dreams into a reality. I am focused. Again, Knight of Pentacles, you did have here, stay focused. Like the turtle, stay in your own lane. You will win the race. Don't get pressured into it. Don't get rushed by anybody. You know your own path. Beautiful. 1-2-1-2. This is what I have for you this week. Thank you so much for watching. If you are interested in watching the extended reading, the link to the extended is down in the description box below.
And I have partnered with a new psychic website, Purple Garden, so that you can receive a free $10 credit on your first reading. I am not the one doing the readings on Purple Garden, but you can choose any psychic of your choice and enjoy your free $10 credit. You can find my special link to Purple Garden down in the description box below.
In the extended reading, I go into the other person's subconsciousness, their deeper thoughts about you, their deeper feelings for you, their next actions, moves, and more. And thank you all so much for all of your positive feedback for the extended reading. I am so glad that you guys are loving the extended reading so much. So again, if you want to check out the link to the extended, the link is down in the description box below.